What is going on, crypto miners, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're heading over to our new ASIC mining shed that we built because community member Kaytrim actually sent us a care package with some items that he 3D printed that I'd love to get installed in the shed today. And while there, I thought, man, it's been a little while. We've been traveling, we've been to Mining Disrupt, we've been to Miami. I need to get you guys an update on the crypto mining shed. How are things going? What challenges I've run into? What avenues I'm doing moving forward? And how quickly we're actually filling up this shed. So let's head over there. Today's video is sponsored by the team over at asicmarketplace.com. With crypto mining hardware prices dropping, it's critical to find an online store you can trust with your ASIC purchases. The team at asicmarketplace.com has you covered with some of the most competitive pricing on the market. No matter what brand you're looking for, ASIC Marketplace has it. To name just a few: Bitmain, Goldshell, WhatsMiner, IB-Link, iPolo, JazzMiner, and many more. There are no surprises with ASIC Marketplace. The price listed on their website includes shipping. Imagine that. Finally, ASIC Marketplace takes the buying experience to the next level by accepting cryptocurrency as payment directly on their store. Go check out ASIC Marketplace today via the link in this video's description down below, as well as save $110 at checkout with discount code 𝐷HobbyistMiner. All right, guys, we are here at Mr. Electrician's house. We partnered up on my ASIC mining shed here, and let's take a walk over to the intake wall if you guys have not seen it. It is rather windy, so I'm going to talk as loud as I can here. So something that a lot of home miners underestimate is positive pressure for your airflow. You want as much as you can. And I get it. I was that guy, you know, I started out with just a few vents and ended up having to double and triple the amount of airflow coming in. It is so important. More important than actually exhausting the heat and the negative airflow is the positive airflow. We do have a WeatherXM unit there. That's Mr. Electrician's. I actually just got one in from Helium Deploy. I'll be doing a video on that in the near future. So here is actually our entire trench. If you guys followed along the entire video, I'll put a link to that down below. It's about a 30-minute long video on us doing this whole project, but we ran a brand new line all the way over to here, and here is our 400 amp meter base on the back side of our shed. Let's walk over, take a quick look at the exhaust, and then I'll give you guys an update of inside the shed here. So walk on over on the exhaust side. What's going on, birds? How's it going? So we went with an individual exhaust setup for every single ASIC, which is very different than what most people go with. My first design that I went with about 11 months ago had 4 AC Infinity shutter fans on this side, and it just wasn't bad, but definitely was a lot of room for improvement, and I was managing a lot of heat and a lot of problems. So the individual exhaust, which you'll see in a minute, works out fantastic because then I don't need to deal with and manage the heat inside the shed. So let's step inside here, give you guys a grand tour of how we're making out, our update and progress in our shed. I'll try to talk as loud as possible here. So we're inside the shed. I'm just gonna do a quick swing tour to get you guys started, and then we'll go ahead and go through everything, kind of how we're making out. All right, so we are slowly filling up our top rack here with our ASICs. Right now we have 9 total, 1 slot available. Down below here, we have 3 in place with 7 more available slots for us in our design. Now, the shroud system and the fan system, guys, has worked out amazing. The heat inside this shed is actually cooler than outside the shed. It's about 95 Fahrenheit outside right now. It's about 87, 88 over here. And the nice thing is the air just whips right through the shed, and all the heat from these ASIC miners that is always so hot and hard to deal with. Look at that, from the back side of the ASIC to the outside wall, and the outside world is only about a foot and a half max, which is absolutely amazing. So I've been slowly filling in up top here, getting more and more ASICs online. The shrouds have been fantastic. I've been getting them from Fruition Design. I'll put a link to them down below if you guys are interested. And then the AC Infinity fans, they have been great. I've kind of learned a little lesson. You see how there's a little screw right there? I have had 3 of these actually vibrate and fall off, pull off the ASIC and fall off. So even though I've gone with the foil tape and the also hose clamp, the vibration is something I definitely did not anticipate. So what I did was I went ahead and put there's a little screw hole to start out with the shroud design. So every ASIC now put down the screw as well as screwed in just 1 screw to hold it in place into the inline fan, and we've had no issues so far, which has been great. So to go through some of the miners we have in here today, we have an S19K Pro. This is Mr. Electrician's. He just got in this Ice River KS2. The rest of these are mine. An S19K Pro, Ice River KS2, KA3, Kadena miner. We have our K7 that we got from Mr. DJ Mines. How's it going, DJ? K7 I had previously, an L7, this is a script miner, and an E9 Pro on the end here. Coming down below to take a look, we also have the brand new Ice River KS5L. Got this in, so glad the Fruition Design kit fit this as well. So glad to get this up and running. This is my most profitable ASIC miner right now, mining Kaspa, stacking that Kaspa. We have another S19K Pro. I'm actually testing this out on NiceHash's brand new firmware. I'll have a video coming out on this in the near future. We have the WhatsMiner M60 on the end here. And then 2 miners that we don't have up and running right now that I need to is the AlphaPex DG1. This thing's a beast. And the brand new Bitmain Antminer S21 Pro. So there is not a Shroud kit system yet for these 2. I'm working with Fruition Design to try to get a prototype designed, but I do have something coming from 𝐶𝐞𝐥𝐻 that'll at least allow me to get these up and running and mining. It's actually going to be here in the next few days, which will be fantastic. I did run them previously over here on my test bench. The test bench is now finally up and running. So on the left-hand side, we have its own dedicated 30 amp 240 volt with Ethernet. And on the far right-hand side, we have another one as well. And take a look. Here is my Bitmain Antminer S9i. Actually is running Brains OS on it right now. What are we at? 340 watts right now, giving us about 3 terahash Bitcoin mining, which is absolutely amazing. So outside of that in the shed, everything else has really come together. The networks come together. Power, we haven't had any issues there. I did order in a number more of these fire extinguisher balls. They're not perfect, you know, and flawless. You know, I know there's a lot of question on these in the mining industry right now, but my perspective is it can't hurt. So we got one there, we got one up here near there, one up there. We got a big boy right in the middle. And then above every PDU, you guys can see we actually have one of those in there. All across, and even on the bottom, we have those all the way through. Now, I haven't tied down any of my cables yet because I'm really waiting to get everything in place. And then I'm gonna pipe all the cables right here across the 2x4 and over into the outlets. But for right now, I'm just leaving them loose until I get everything kind of in its final resting place there. Computer, nothing really changed over here. Keeping track of everything on a spreadsheet, which is nice. I've been slowly working. We got some AC Infinity inline fans here, the new S8s. I ordered and have a bunch of extra Fruition Design kits, many for like the S21s, S19K Pros, L7s, KA3s and K7s. So I have a handful of extras. These are just boxes of the fans and screws. And these are all the kits that come with the inline fans and the Fruition Design. I just kind of keep all these just to be safe in case I need to, you know, snag any of them. Down below on our storage shelf, this is where kind of all of our supplies are going to end up living. Started to get in some bins, kind of getting them labeled for all different cables. It's crazy. I've been getting more and more miners that use C19 to C20. So I went and ordered a whole bunch of 3-footers, which is so nice. In my last setup, I needed 25-foot cables, which were mad expensive. Now, I just go ahead and use 3-foot cables. And most of these now, a lot of these miners using more watts, especially like the new KS5L, just use a 3-foot C19 to C20 because I don't have to go as far over there, and that's worked out really, really nicely. I will put a link to, I have C13 and C14 and C19 and C20 cables. I do get them off Amazon. There's a brand, Iron something, Iron Energy, Iron something, that they make really good cables. I've been very happy with them. No issues with heating or melting. They have a good gauge to them, so I'll link them directly down below. Other than that, yeah, things are coming along well. I do have plans, so my workbench here, I got a bunch of Kaspa stickers from Mining Disrupt, and I got loads of stickers in here. A lot of other content creators, other YouTubers, other community members. I want to take those stickers and I want to just start to decorate the top of this workbench here. Maybe I'll save that for a fun live stream, just kind of hang out and do that, which will be awesome. But in the meantime, how are we making out? Well, we're coming along good. You know, I got 7 slots available. If I could go ahead and get Shroud kits for these 2, that's going to take us down to only 5 slots available. So we'll have to see. I am actually in the process of possibly flying out to Colorado to actually buy a number of ASIC miners for sale, and that may max me out. So I may be sending a bunch of these out for hosting, and I might be maxed out in my shed already. I don't know. It's crazy. We'll have to see. But what did we get here? This was the box we had in the car that I wanted to share with you guys. Check this out. Community member Kaytrim. Oh man, can I get it open? One-handed. Oh, come on. There we go. Community member Kaytrim 3D printed these for me, and super thankful. There we go. Check these out. So, you saw one of these over there. That was kind of the prototype. He actually has a full eBay store of a whole bunch of 3D printed items, useful 3D printed items for home miners like you and me. So check this out. He sent me a whole bunch of these. So let me get these installed right now. Oh man, check it out. Those look awesome. So these are, if you guys aren't familiar, these are intake shrouds, and I am so happy to have these on all of these. You guys don't know how many shirts that I stepped up on here to reach up there, and my shirt, these come off nicely by the way, my shirt is up against here and gets sucked in and chopped up. I mean, it's a real thing. These things are spinning so freaking fast. So I am thrilled that we do have these here, which is pretty slick, to be honest with you. I got the prototype in and I put it near the light switch because my fear was coming in here at night and accidentally sticking my hand in there. So huge shout out to community member Kaytrim. He sent these over to me. He absolutely did not. So I am going to promote his eBay store where he goes ahead and prints these. He's actually been working on his store for quite a bit to get more and more items up on there. I believe there's a lot of other helpful items coming out, but these are great to have these here. They don't really need to be super heat resistant because it's not hot here. It just needs a guard, and I love the fact that we got the Bitcoin logo in there. That is so slick. Thanks again to Kaytrim, man. These are great. Heck yeah. Well guys, the shed, that's a quick update on our crypto mining shed. I am thrilled to be making progress on everything. This workbench, by the way, has been amazing to be able to work on stuff here. Excited to bring you guys an update. I think I'm done rambling on. I could hang out in here forever. Guys, I'll give you guys an update here over the next few weeks on as we progress forward and as we get more and more ASICs in here. If you guys want links to anything I think that you've seen in the video here, I'll leave them directly down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Have you ever thought about trying a crypto trading bot, or was too intimidated or wasn't sure where to get started? That was me a few months ago, but then I found Pionex US had an AI trading bot. With just a few easy clicks, you can copy an existing AI trading bot and get started in just a few minutes. I'm currently running several trading bots on Pionex.us. My Solana to Bitcoin one is doing okay, but my Ethereum to Bitcoin AI trading bot is kicking butt. If you're interested, Pionex US has sponsored this video and is offering $30 free to my community to get started with one of their trading bots with no strings attached. Just click the link directly down below to get started. It's entirely free.